front for a show before, and so introducing something like this is weird and I'm out of my comfort zone a little bit, but that's okay. It's fine. It's all fine. Hello. Hi. I think we can do better than that. Hello. Thank you. That's what I like to see. My name is Tay Howell. I'm a senior student here at Roswell High School, as well as an actor in Roswell Theatre Company. If you've been at any previous performances this year, you've most likely seen me as Earthworm in James the Giant Peach, and most recently Shakespeare in Something Rotten, which, if you saw Something Rotten, this is a little ironic, as at the end of the show, Shakespeare puts on Hamlet, "I am Shakespeare, this is my Hamlet." How? Anyways, I am also a part of the AP Capstone program here at Roswell High School. Basically, what that means is over the last year as a junior, I took AP seminar, and I learned the basic skills of presentation and looking at article bias as a prerequisite course, and then taking AP research this year as a senior. In AP research, the entire class has been dedicated to writing and revising a research question that then took us into looking at different scientific articles that helped us to identify our own specific area of data collection methodology that then allows us to then write up an entire research paper for it. So not only is this performance a part of that process, but I am currently writing a research paper about how I designed the sound, lighting, and those costumes you saw outside, all based around the early interpretations of early Western circuses. If you didn't catch that at all, that's okay. I confuse a lot of people when I talk about this. I would like to go ahead and just say a massive thank you to everyone who is here right now. The actors that are currently waiting backstage not only took time out of their own lives to be a part of this project, but they have gone above and beyond with taking all of this in, especially because their off-book date was right after we closed Something Rotten, which was like 3 weeks ago. I would also like to give a huge thank you to Anna Bjork and Paul Daniels, who are here to run the sound and lights, because trust me when I say this, I cannot be trusted to hit those cues on time. All of these people here are here out of their own time and contribution, and I'm so incredibly grateful that I could bring this vision to life for all of you. And after today, if you would like to see the show again, or some other incredibly designed shows as well by some very cool people, some who are currently in this room, then this production will run again in late April for the senior directed productions, and I highly recommend that you come out for those as well. I will go ahead and say that this production runs about 45 minutes in total for length. As soon as it's done, if you will please make your way out into the lobby. And if you are here because I requested I would like some feedback on this production, I will be holding a 15 to 20 minute Q&A session after the run is over, and I would love to hear some of your thoughts on that if you're here for that. Your audience members are welcome to stay as well and listen. I just request that it be quiet, and if you want to see your kids after this course, please go into the lobby and they will meet you out there. With that being said,
get off the stage!
Oh, I was
get off!
Okay.
Come on, let's you here. Hello, hi, good morning, afternoon. I don't know what time of day it is. Nice to meet you. Hello, Gertrude. How you doing? All right, let's get this show started. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, come on to Denmark's greatest spectacle. See sights and hear sounds you've only dreamed of. His Majesty's court is proud to present the Circus of Dancing Skulls.
What has this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy, and will not let belief take hold of him. Touched by this dreaded sight, twice seen by us. Therefore, I've invited him along with us to watch the minutes of this night, that if this apparition were to come, he may approve our eyes and speak to it.
Hush, hush, 'twill not appear.
Sit down a while, and let us once again assail your ears that are so fortified against our story, what we have 2 nights seen, last night of all, Marcellus and myself, the bell then beating 1.
Peace! Break the oath! Look where it comes again!
In the same figure like the king that's dead!
Thou art a scholar, speak to it, Horatio!
By heaven I charge thee, speak!
It's offended.
See, it stalks away!
Speak! Stay! Speak! Speak! I charge thee! Speak!
'Tis gone and will not answer.
How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is not this more than fantasy? What you think on it?
Before my God, I might not misbelieve without the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
As thou art to thyself, 'tis strange.
Thus twice before, and just at this dead hour, with mortal soft hath he gone by our watch.
In what particular thought to work, I know not. But in the gross and scope of mine opinion, this bodes some strange eruption to our state.
Good now, sit down and tell me, he who knows why the same strict and most observant watch so nightly toils the subject of this land. Who is it that can inform me?
That can I. At least the whisper goes so. Our last king, whose image even now appeared to us, was, as you know, by Worden of Norway. Thereto pricked on by a most emulate pride, dared to the combat, in which our valiant Hamlet, for so this side of our known world esteemed him, did slay this Worden, who, by a sealed compact, well ratified by law and heraldry, did forfeit, with his life, all those his lands which he stood seized of, to the conqueror, against the which a moiety competent was gauged by our king, which had returned to the inheritance of Worden had he been vanquisher, as by the same comart and carriage of the article designed, his fell to Hamlet. The thought, behold, Lord comes again. I'll cross it to a glass. Stay, illusion! If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If there be any good thing to be done that may to thee do ease and grace to me, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily foreknowing may avoid, oh, speak. Stay and speak.
'Tis here! 'Tis here!
'Tis gone.
He was about to speak when the cock crew.
So I have heard and do in part believe. But let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet, for upon my life this spirit, dumb to us, will speak to him. Do you consent we shall acquaint him with it, as needful in our loves, fitting our duty?
Let's do it. I pray I know where we shall find him most convenient.
Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us befitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom. Yet so far hath nature fought with discretion, that we with wisest sorrow think on him with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointress to our warlike state, have we taken to wife? Nor have we heron barred your better wisdoms, which have freely gone this affair along. For all our thanks. Oh, and Laertes, what's news with you? You told us some suit. What is Laertes? What wouldst thou have?
My dread lord, your leave and favor to return from France, from whence I willingly came to Denmark to show my duty at your coronation. Yet now that duty done, oh, I must confess, my thoughts and wishes been again towards France, and bow unto your gracious leave and favor.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius? Hath my lord run me from my slow leave by laborsome petition, and at last, upon his will, I've sealed my hard consent. I do beseech you, give him leave to go. Take thy fair hour, Laertes. Time be thine, and thy best graces spend it at thy will. But now, my cousin, Hamlet, and my son,
a little more than kin and less than kind.
how is that the cloud still hangs on you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy night color off, and let thy good friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy valid search for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest, 'tis common. All that lives must die, passing through nature into eternity.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seem so particular with thee?
Seems, madam, nay, it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black. No windy. Aspiration of forced breath, no. Nor the fruitful river of the eye, nor the dejected behavior of the visage, together of forms and moods, shapes of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seem, for they are actions that a man might play, but I have that within which passes show. These but the trappings and but the suits of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give your morning duties to your father. But you must know, your father lost a father, and that father lost his, and the survivor bound in filial obligation for some term. To doom, obscure sorrow, 'tis unmanly grief. Oh, we pray to you, oh, to earth this unfeeling woe, and think on of us as of a father. For, let the world note, you are the most immediate to the throne, and with no less nobility of love than that which dearest father bears his son. Do I part toward you for your intent in going back to school in Wittenberg? It is most retrograde to our desire, and we beseech you that you to remain here in cheer and comfort of our eyes, our chiefest courtier, our cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I pray thee stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
I shall, in all my best, obey you, madam.
Why, 'tis a fair and loving reply. Be as ourself in Denmark. Come away, madam. This gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet sits smiling in my heart. Come away.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, resolve itself into a dew, or that the everlasting cannot fix his cannon against self-slaughter. Oh, God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. But 2 months dead. Nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king that was to this Hyperion, to a satyr so loving to my mother, that he might not beteem the winds of heaven to visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth must I remember, why she would hang on him, as if an increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on, and yet within a month. Let me not think on it. Frailty, thy name is woman. A little month, ere those shoes were old, with which she followed my poor father's body, like Niobe, all tears. Why she, even she, marries with my uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my father than I to Hercules. Ere yet the salt's of most unrighteous tears had left the flushing of her gallant eyes, she married, almost wicked speed, to boast with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not, nor it cannot come to good. But break my heart, or I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
I'm glad to see you well, Horatio. Or do I forget myself?
The same, my lord, and your poor servant ever.
Oh, but what in faith make you from Wittenberg, Horatio? Marcellus.
How is my lord?
I'm very glad to see you, but what in faith make you from Wittenberg?
A truant disposition, good my lord.
I know you are no truant, but what is your affair in Elsinore? We'll teach you to drink deep ere you depart.
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
Mm-hmm. Pity do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral baked meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. When I had met my dearest foe in heaven, or ere I had seen that day. Horatio? My father. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye. Horatio?
I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man. Take him for all in all, I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesterday.
Saw who?
My lord, the king, your father.
The king, my father, is king.
2 nights together had these gentlemen, Marcellus and Bernardo, on their watch, in the dead waste in middle of the night, been thus encountered, a figure like your father. Thrice he walked by their oppressed and fear-surprised eyes, whilst they, distilled almost to a jelly with the act of fear, stand dumb and speak not to him. This to me in dreadful secrecy impart they did, and I with them on the 3rd night kept the watch. I knew your father. These hands were not more like.
Did not you speak to it?
I did, my lord, but answer made it none. Yet once methought it did address itself as if to speak, but even then the morning cock crew loud, and it shrunk with haste away, out of our sight.
'Tis very strange.
Indeed, my lord, 'tis true. But we did think it written our duty to tell you of it.
Indeed, sirs, but this troubles me.
It would have much amazed you.
Very light. Stayed it long?
What one with moderate haste might tell 100.
Longer.
Not when I saw it.
I will watch tonight. Perchance it will walk again.
I warrant it will.
If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. I pray you all, if you have hitherto concealed this sight, it will be tenable in your silence still, and whatsoever else shall have tonight, give it an understanding, but no tongue. I will requite your love, so fare you well. Upon the platform, twixt 11 and 12, I'll visit you.
Our duty to your honor.
Your loves as mine to you. Farewell. Father started. In arms, all is not well. I doubt some foul play. Would the night were come. Till then, sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though all earth o'erwhelm them to men's eyes.
en fête et en délire, suffoquant sous le soleil et sous la joie. Et j'entends dans la musique les cris des rires qui éclatent et rebondissent autour de moi. Et perdu parmi ces gens qui me bousculent, étourdi, désemparé, je reste là. Quand soudain je me retourne, il se recule, et la foule vient me jeter entre ses bras. Emportés par la foule qui nous traîne, nous entraîne, écrasés l'un contre l'autre, nous ne formons qu'un seul corps. Et le flot sans effort nous pousse enchaîner l'un et l'autre, et nous laisse tous deux épanouis, enivrés et heureux. Entraînés par la foule qui s'élance et qui danse, une folle farandole, nos deux mains restent soudées. Et parfois soulevés, nos deux corps enlacés s'envolent, et retombent tous deux épanouis, enivrés et heureux.
And sister, as the wings get bent fit, convey as assistant, do not sleep. But let me hear from you.
Do you talk back?
For Hamlet, in the trifling of his favor, hold it a fashion and a toy in blood, a violet in the youth of primary nature, forward not permanent, sweet, not lasting, the perfume and suppliance of a minute, no more.
No more but so.
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now, and no soil nor coddle doth besmirch the virtue of his will, but you must fear. His greatness weighed his will is not his own, for he himself is subject to his birth, and therefore must his choice be circumscribed under the voice and yielding of that body whereof he is the head. Then if he says he loves you, if this your wisdom to far believe it, as he in his particular act and place may give his saying deed, which is no further than the main voice of Denmark goes with all. Fear it, Ophelia, fear it, my dear sister, and keep you in the rear of your affection. Out of the shot and danger of desire, be wary then. Best safety lies
In fear.
yeah. Youth itself rebels, none else near.
I shall the effects of this good lesson keep as a watchman to my heart. But good my brother, do not, as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst like a puffed and reckless libertine, he himself the primrose path of dalliance treads, and recks not his own reed.
Oh, fear me not. Oh, I see too long, but here my father comes. Occasion smiled upon a second leave.
Yet here, Laertes, aboard, aboard, for shame! The wind sits on the shoulder of your sail, and yours stayed for. There, my blessing with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory look thou character. Give thy thoughts no tone, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy, rich, not gaudy. For the apparel oft proclaim the man, and they in France, of the best rank and station, are the most select and generous few in that. Farewell. My blessing season this in thee.
I must humbly take my leave, my lord.
Oh, the time invests you. Go, your servants tend.
Farewell, Ophelia, and remember well what I have said to you.
'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
What is't, Ophelia, he hath said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Mary, well bethought. 'Tis told me he hath very oft of late given to private time to you, and you yourself have of your audience been most free and bounteous. If it be so, I must tell you, you do not understand yourself so clearly, as it behooves my daughter and your honor. What is between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath, my lord, of late made many tenders of his affection unto me.
Affections, puh!
You speak like a green girl, unsifted in such perilous circumstance. Do you believe his tenders, as you call them?
I do not know, my lord, what I should think.
Mary, I will teach you. Think yourself a baby that you have ta'en these tenders as true pay, which are not sterling. Tender yourself more dearly, or you'll tender me a fool.
My lord, he hath importuned me with love in honorable fashion.
Aye, fashion you may call it. Go to.
And giving countenance to his speech, my lord, with all the holy vows of heaven.
Set your entreatments at a higher rate than a command to parle. For Lord Hamlet believes so much in him that he is young, and with a larger tether may he walk than given you. In few, Ophelia, do not believe his vows, for they are brokers. This is for all. I will not, in plain terms, have you so slander as to give words or talk with the Lord Hamlet. Look to it, I charge you. Come your ways.
I shall obey, my lord. Won't you come back?
Shrewdly. It is very cold.
It is a nipping and an eager air.
What hour now?
I think it lacks of 12.
No, it is struck.
Indeed, I heard it not. It then draws near the season where this spirit held its wont to walk. What does this mean, my lord?
The king doth wake tonight and takes his rouse, keeps wassail and the swaggering upspring reels, and as he drains his drops of rainish down,
The kettle drum and trumpet that spray out.
the triumph of his command.
Is it a custom?
I know it is, but to my mind, though I am native here, and to the manor board, it is a custom more honored in the breach than the observance. This heavy-handed rebel, east and west, makes us traduced and taxed of other nations. They club us drunkards, and with swinish phrase soil our addition. And indeed, it takes from our achievements, though performed at height, the pith and merit of our attribute. The dram of evil, doth all the noble substance of a doubt to his own scandal.
Look, my lord, it comes.
Angels and ministers of grace, defend us. Be that a spirit of health or goblin damned. Bring with the airs from heaven or blasts from hell that comes in such a questionable shape that I will speak to thee. Or call thee Hamlet, king, father, royal Dane, answer me. Let me not burst in ignorance, but tell me why thy canonized bones, hearsed in death, have burst their cerements. Why in the sepulchre wherein we shall be quietly interred, have oped his ponderous and marble jaws to cast me up again. Say, why is this? Wherefore? What should we do?
It beckons you to go away with it.
But courteous action leads you to more renewed ground, but you shall not go, my lord.
It will not speak, then I will follow it.
Do not go, my lord.
Why? What should be the fear? I do not set my life at a pin's fee, and for my soul, what can it do to that, being a thing immortal as itself? If he brings me forth again, I'll follow it.
You shall not go, my lord.
Hold off your hands.
Be ruled, you shall not go.
My fate cries out and makes each petty order in this body as hardy as the Neiman lion's nerve. Still, I am called. Unhand me, gentlemen.
Mark me. My hour is almost come, that I to sulphurous and tormenting flames must render up myself.
Alas, for ghosts?
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak. I am bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear.
What?
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast and fires, till the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. But that I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house. I could a tale unfold whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul, freeze thy young blood, make thy two eyes like stars start from their spheres, thy knotted and combined locks depart, and each particular hair to stand and end like quills upon the fearful porpentine. But this eternal blazon must not be to ears of flesh and blood. List, list, O list, if thou didst ever thou dear father love.
Oh God.
Revenge his foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder?
Murder most foul, as in the best it is, most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste me to know it, that I, with wings as swift as meditation or the thoughts of love, may sweep to my revenge.
Now Hamlet, here, 'tis given out that sleeping in my orchard, a serpent stung me. So the whole ear of Denmark is by a forged process of my death. Rankly abused, but know, thou noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life, now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle.
I, that incestuous, that adulterate beast, with witchcraft of his wits, with traitorous gifts, a wicked wit and gifts that have the power so to seduce one to a shameful lust, the will of my most seeming virtuous queen. But virtue, as it never will be moved, though lewdness, corded in a shape of heaven, so lust, though to a radiant angel linked, will sate itself in a celestial bed and prey on garbage. But soft, methinks I scent the morning air, brief let me be. Sleeping within my orchard, my custom always of the afternoon, upon my secure hour thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Habona in a vial, and in the porches of my ears did pour the leprous distilment, whose effect holds such an amity with blood of man that swift as quicksilver it courses through the natural gates and alleys of the body, the thin and wholesome blood. So did it mine. Oh horrible, most horrible! If thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Let not the royal couch of Denmark be a bed for luxury and damned incest, but howsoever thou pursues this act, taint not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive. Against thy mother ought. Leave her to heaven be, and to the thorns that lie within her bosom to prick and to sting her. Fare thee well at once. The glowworm shows the matin to be near, and James to pale his uneffectual fire. Adieu, adieu, adieu. Remember me.
No! Oh, you hosts of heaven, no earth. What else? Shall I couple hell? Fine. Hold my heart. And you, my sinews grow not instant old, but bear me stiffly up. Remember thee. Thou poor ghost, whilst memory hold a seat in this distracted globe. Remember thee, yea, from the table of my memory I'll wipe away all trivial, fond records, all saws of books, all forms, all pressures past, youth and observation copied there, and thy commandment alone shall live within the book and volume of my brain, unmixed with baser matter. Yes, by heaven. Most pernicious woman! Oh, villain! Villain, smiling, damned villain! My tables, needed as I set it down, that one may smile and be a villain, at least. I am sure it may be so in Denmark. So, uncle, there you are. Now, to my words, it is. Adieu, remember me. I have sworn.
My lord!
What news, my lord?
Oh, wonderful.
Good, my lord, tell it.
No, you won't feel it.
Not I, my lord, by heaven.
How say you then? What art of men would think it that you'll be secret?
I, by heaven, my lord.
There's never a villain dwelling in all of Denmark, but he's an errant knave.
There needs no ghost, my lord, come from the grave to tell us this.
Why, right, you are in the right, and so, without more circumstance at all, I hope to think that we shake hands in part, you, and your visits and desires shall point you, and for my own poor part, I will go pray.
These are but wild and whirling words, my lord.
I'm sorry they offend you heartily, yes, in faith, heartily.
There's no offense, my lord.
Yes, by St. Patrick, but there is, Horatio, and much offense too. And now, good friends, as your friends, scholars, and soldiers, give me one poor request.
What is my lord who will?
Never make known what you have seen here tonight.
We will not, my lord.
Nay, but swear it!
Swear.
Oh, come on, you hear this fellow in the cellar, consent to swear!
Propose the oath, my lord.
Never to speak of this that you have seen. Swear by my sword.
Swear. Swear.
Tag! Come hither, gentlemen. Swear by my sword, never to speak of this that you have heard.
Swear. Swear.
Oh, day and night, but this is wondrous strange.
Therefore, as a stranger, give it welcome. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Swear.
Rest, perturbed spirit. So, gentlemen, with all my love I do commend me to you, that what so poor a man as Hamlet is, may do it to express his love and friendling to you. God willing shall not lack. Let us go in together, and still, your fingers on your lips, I pray. The time is out of joint. Oh, cursed spite, that ever I was born to set it right. Nay, come, let's go together.